By a hold of a hand, how many of you have heard about Lego? You didn't have a childhood if you never played with Lego. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We all know age comes with wisdom. To be a mature adult, you have to know what is right and be fair to others. You can still indulge in childish activities, but remember to act your age. Treat others as you wish they would treat you. Don't treat them like they're a toddler on the playground. Stay a child while you can, but remember when it is time to stop and grow up. Back to Lego. Lego is considered a child's toy that is used to build several creations from your imagination. But I use the term children lightly. On every individually packaged Lego box, there is an age limit of 3 and up. Now, why ages 3 and under can't play is because there's a choking hazard for them. Everyone else technically has the same risk, but they're less susceptible to this risk because they are older and have a better understanding and development in their brain. But if you're 82, are you considered too old to play with these? The box says 3 and up, right? So that means anyone from the age of 4 to 99 can even play with them. But do you personally think that it is acceptable for an 102-year-old to be playing with Lego? Most people grow out of them by the age of 12. All the people working at Lego aren't children. They're full-grown adults who have a very creative way of thinking. But the magnificent thing about Lego is you can build anything you want, no matter how obscure or cryptic it is. As long as you have the right pieces, you can build anything your heart desires. No matter how old you are, except if you're under 3 years old, you can enjoy Lego for however long you want, with your imagination running free. But the point I'm trying to get across is that Lego is for everyone, and it's not secluded to one group of children. Here's another question for you. What if there was a fountain of youth? Now, what would you do with this fountain of youth if it existed? Would you use it to stay young forever? Or would you still live your same life? With that point before, this has to be brought up. You should savor your childhood as long as you can. You can't stop the future from happening. Even if you were removed from this earth, time goes on, even without you. You can live up to 100 years of age when you treat your body right. Stay a child while you can. Stay a child while you can, but remember when it is time to stop and grow up. The people that you hang out around can also affect how you act. The more childish other people act around you may influence how you act. You may act more childish. The less childish others act around you, you will act that way too. But you don't have to be a follower. You can act as mature as you want. If you are the deciding factor, then choose to be mature, but you can still enjoy your childhood. In the infographic I made on PictoChart, these graphs were representing fruit sales. No one would know that these graphs represented fruit sales unless I told them or they saw the original document. To a child, the graphic may seem like random information. Now, if you're an adult looking at this chart, it may seem like useful information that you can apply to your everyday life. It all goes into perspective on what you think a graph is used for. One time in kindergarten, I wanted to play on the big kid playground that all the first graders through 5th played on. But I got sick that day, and I was heartbroken and devastated that I didn't get to play on the big kid playground, because all I wanted to do was grow up. But then when I was in 1st grade, I finally got to play on the big kid playground, so I immediately went for the monkey bars. And the person behind me was this big kid. I don't know if he was a 4th or 5th grader, one of those, and he might have even been a 3rd grader. And he just came and pushed me off the monkey bars with his friends, and just laughed at me, and then went on the monkey bars. And my mom was still there because she wanted to see me on the big kid playground for the first time. And I was crying on the ground because I'm a little first grader who just got pushed off this 3-story building, it seems like. The fact these big children attacked a first grader on the monkey bars shows they weren't being mature at any level. And those were just some of my personal examples of other people not being mature. Now it is time to wrap things up, like a nice present. Whether or not you're a toddler, an adolescent, or a young adult from Europe, or North America, or even Turkey or Germany, cherish the moments you had as a kid. We don't have a second shot at life or our childhood. So why in the world would we want to rush it? Through thick and thin, in the end, we're all kids at heart.